Weird Radio presents Sonic Sofa, hosted by Nelson Tift, featuring special guest Jermaine MSYJ Williams, now on Weird Radio.
Welcome to Sonic Sofa.
Now on Weird Radio.
My name is Nelson, and I'm here with my co-host Skylar.
Hello.
And today we are going to be interviewing Jermaine MSYJ Williams. Thank you for being here today, Jermaine.
Hey, what's happening, y'all?
Glad to have you on this inaugural episode of Sonic Sofa.
I'm happy to be the first, man. First, but not the last.
Absolutely. No, we're going to keep it rolling for sure. So how are you doing today?
I'm doing well, man. I'm drinking this, what's it called? A Terramana tequila?
Ooh.
Anybody familiar with that?
Tasty.
Sounds good.
It's smooth. Smooth out my day a little.
You cool if me and Skylar ask you some questions?
Sure.
All right, awesome. Well, we're going to get to it. So, first off, you've been in the industry for quite a long time. I remember in high school doing music and stuff, so it's been a minute. But this project, this message, is relatively new. What led up to your first release of Message in January of 2020? And what were you doing before? Why did you decide to start releasing your own music?
Well, I was a part of a band in LA, and I was dominantly focused on that. And when I moved back to West Palm Beach, Florida, I kind of didn't have all the resources that I had before around me. So I had to, start afresh, figure out what I wanted to do music-wise, and just wanted to put out some singles, some jingles.
Nice. Yeah, so you just started releasing stuff and how it went?
Sorry?
You just started releasing stuff, kind of seeing what stuck, what didn't, like how people liked it?
Yeah, I was in the studio. I was working with DC. He's another artist that he actually went to high school with us. And we just kept making a whole bunch of tracks with no destination. We just kind of just wanted to make good music, and some of those tracks I decided to take and use them as mine. And the first one I used was a song called "See the Light," and it's kind of like a spiritual kind of song. It's not like gospel, but it has like a spiritual vibe, like soulful vibe, I should say.
Yeah, I can feel that. Did you commission a chorus for that or something? There's lots of voices in it.
Yeah, well, that's actually a mix of me and this artist. He's actually a gospel artist named RJ, and I laid the original. It wasn't even what it became. It was just a loop of me singing the first couple of bars, and then Drumming Skills, which is this producer that I work with. We got in there and we just wanted to figure out where to go with it, and we literally banged on the studio windows, banged on the desk to make the sounds. Like if you listen to it, it's like there's no programmed drum. It's all like us banging on stuff. So we wanted to have keep that rich sound in there. You can imagine us taking the AKG mic and moving all around the studio. It was pretty wild. And then all those voices were layered. They're like five-part harmonies in some sections that we layered, and it sounded pretty dope.
Yeah, that's awesome. Sounds sick.
Yeah, that's very cool. So Jermaine, I've known you a long time, and I know you're always a guy who's had big plans. So I'm sure that in January of last year, you had some big plans that got derailed by COVID-19. How did the pandemic affect the plans for your music, and how did you adjust?
Well, actually, it sped up the music. Actually, I had more time to create, and so what I would do was we'd go to. I used to go to. Well, we used to have a studio out over here in Riviera Beach, and I would go there almost every night, and in the beginning part of this year, and I kind of branched out a little bit more actually, and did a little bit of working a lot more for other artists as a producer, and kind of I had this idea of just putting out singles and kind of not doing an album, but just putting out pieces, and not really have an album. I'd rather people demand an album than just put one out there for right now.
I mean, it's definitely more strategic for an independent musician in the modern era to take the approach of releasing singles instead of albums.
Yeah, and I want to find out who are these people that like my stuff. When I look at my Spotify streams and my Apple Music streams and all that, I see people from Germany and France and all these places, and I just want to figure out who these people are and give them what they want.
Very cool.
Absolutely. Yeah. You released five songs so far, and you just said you aren't planning on. But what are your plans? One, singles.
Yeah, I'm gonna keep doing that, and also features, features, singles, and also producing a lot of people. Right now I'm working with this artist called Nate. I actually just was on board as an engineer, but I'm kind of excited for his music that he's coming out with right now. Now we're actually getting to collaborate more, so we'll see where that goes. He's an R&B singer, so
very cool. Any info on that? Should we have it?
His info? Oh, he's on SoundCloud.
Nice.
Yeah, I could put that in. I could put that info out there.
Please do. Yeah, we love it.
Yeah. If I can find it right now.
You got this next one, Tyler?
I do. Yeah. So you post a lot about mental health and staying positive and taking care of yourself on your social media. What does that message mean to you? And how do you incorporate that into your music?
Well, most of my music has to derive from a place where it's true emotionally. I try not to have to put things together that are just kind of empty. You kind of have to have purpose behind it. Have a message behind it.
I see what you did there.
But yeah, I'm not an advocate about mental health or anything. I wouldn't say I'm an advocate or an influencer of mental health, but I just think it's important, and I just keep it out there for holding myself accountable for keeping myself mentally healthy.
It's probably one of the most neglected things too in our society, so it's important.
Yeah.
Just pushing good vibes out. Like vibes to come back, vibes out.
Exactly, man.
Yeah, totally. And so we all know this last year has been really hard for everyone. I can't really imagine what you're going through specifically since you went to your mother last summer. And I wanted to say I'm really sorry for your loss. That's how you're doing.
Yeah, well, I mean, for anybody that loses a mother, it's a definite tragedy. You just gotta make sure that you like me and Skylar were talking earlier. There aren't a lot of resources out there for people who are dealing with grief. So you gotta, because there aren't a lot of resources, you gotta kind of deal with it yourself, unfortunately. And that could also mean find someone to confide in to if you can. make sure that you stay healthy, meaning you eat healthy and exercise, keep your oxygen going to your brain, so you make better decisions and not have your decisions based off of the situation you're going through.
Well, glad to hear that you're doing okay. What is it like to create music in the wake of such a tragedy? Because you've still been putting stuff out there pretty consistently.
Yeah, I mean it's just another true place for me to have an expression of, yeah. I lost my grandmother in 2018, and that was I wouldn't say it was a motivator, but it did give me options on things to deal with using music as a therapy per se, so same thing here,
Yeah, able to have music just sort of fall back on and put yourself into when you're feeling those emotions and stuff.
Yeah,
absolutely. And you need a place to channel it, And I'd like to say too, it's okay to hit bottom too. I was thinking about it recently, like taking an elevator down to the basement, is like going into that sorrow, some of those tough mornings. But you if you can get off early and stop yourself, you can recognize, when you're going down that path, basically. And it's okay. Like, it's okay to get to the bottom. But I realized when I found healthier ways to process my depression and stuff, and grieving, like music, it's just better overall for me.
And then music is when you make the music and you have the subject matter in it, you're sharing it with people who might otherwise not have had something to relate to in their genre,
Yeah. So a couple of your tracks have featured artists on them, including your most recent release, Fighting My Feelings.
Yeah.
That was Radio, right?
Yeah, Radio.
Yeah, she's very cool. Give a shout out to your collaborators and tell us what it was like to work with them.
Well, I'm kind of open in the studio, and kind of I don't think about genres too much or anything like that. I just kind of go off of what I like and sounds that I like, and hopefully other people like that, and I feed it to those people. So I find those like-minded individuals that are pretty free and open into bending things and moving things around and not kind of static. And Radio is one of those people. She's I've known her for a long time, since little kids, but we always reconnect and try to make the music somehow. And in this one, in Fighting My Feelings, she heard the track, and it was unfinished. I didn't have a second verse, and the hook that I had on there, I didn't like it. And so I sent it to her, and she recorded some things, and we rearranged it, and that's how Fighting My Feelings came about. And also,
sorry, go on.
No, I was just gonna go to the next artist, Drumming Skills. He's one of the guys that really holds it down for me, production wise. He's a drummer, first of all, and that's like my favorite. That's my favorite instrument, even though I play mostly keyboards. But yeah, we just kind of don't even think about let's try to get this for the billboards or anything like that. We just kind of go in there and just create music and make sure that it's something that you can feel, So
Right.
That's what I like about collaborating with Drumming Skills. And he has his beat tape coming out, by the way, nothing but beats. Beats 4. You can find him on my page, Drumming Skills, DRUMN Skills with a Z.
Nice.
Who am I
Well,
missing?
radio station.
I think he's watching right now or listening right now. Oh, and also I can't forget DC, man. DC's been the homie. He's the one that really challenges me lyrically and lets me know what's trash or not. You need someone in there to tell you what's trash.
It can be hard to take that criticism sometimes.
Yeah, but
I was going to say the other silver lining in this era is that we can collaborate digitally.
yeah,
So
we don't have to be in the same place. But it's good when you're in the same place because there's just something with
but at least
going off of each other's energies. Yeah, exactly. That's how we've had to do it. You know, I've had a couple of studio sessions that were more than 4 people, but beyond that, it's just been 2 people max, really. Nothing too crazy.
Different time. It's a different time to make music in, but I'm so glad that people like you are making it happen still. They'll have new stuff to listen to. It's awesome.
Yeah.
And so you released a music video for Fighting My Feeling. Can you tell us a little bit about the video and what?
Well, so me and Radia, the artist on the video, in the song, we were putting together storyboards and trying to figure out how we're gonna do this because we wanted to have our own vision and direct it on our own, get camera, the lighting and everything on our own, and just that's what's good about this era too. The artist can be in control of everything from video to the music to how it's marketed. So what we did was we just wanted to set up like a casual scene where it seemed like a personal moments where someone should have been there or could have been there, but they weren't there. And there's this kind of a joy and sorrow balancing thing going on. So we got to this Airbnb and we staged a birthday party. In the song, I talk about a birthday that you should have been at. So we staged a birthday party, and you can see me rapping in front of a birthday cake there, and basically talking about that line was actually about my father, and the first verse was actually an amalgamation of several different women. So it's not. Hope anyone doesn't think it's about them and like, oh, he's definitely talking about me. No, it's not. It's like Jay-Z's Girls, Girls, Girls. It's not about one lady at all. Well, that's what he says. I don't know if it's accurate with what I'm talking about, but yeah, the music video was dope. It was they pushed me into the water for effect.
The reverse too. When you come back out of the water, that's awesome.
Yeah, I actually edited that video.
I'm so impressed with the production quality of it. It's top notch.
Well, we had shout out to Shania. She's a photographer. We had her as camera 2, and she was doing like a lot of the B-roll shots and helping us set up shots and stuff. And we had I think she had I forgot what Nikon she had. She was shooting those on, and we had it was just a Canon 6D with a gimbal, pretty much, and a whole bunch of different lights that I can't remember. And yeah, so it was my first time setting up my own shots because I did work behind the scenes on other people's videos, and that kind of helped me. I mean, I did take a class on it in college, but
I hate to
besides
interrupt
that, I
this
kind of
broadcast. This is
never
Ernst
done it on my
FM.
own. You know, it was always with someone else. And also.
Yeah.
The person that directed it. Oh, that was really close to the camera. The girl that directed it is Radia's little sister, which is funny.
I hate to interrupt this broadcast. This is Ernst FM. I am the producer for this at the moment. We're experiencing some technical difficulties. Give me one moment to restore the video for our viewers.
Alrighty.
Heard.
It wouldn't be weird radio without a technical problem. This is our trademark technical problem. We planned this from the start. The technical problem will go on for about 2 minutes and 45 seconds.
We should have a lower third that says the standard technical problem.
Yes.
Or something like that.
Our signature.
And due to studio efficiency, we in fact beat that 2-minute benchmark. So back to you guys.
All right. Our signature technical problem has been solved. Thank you, Ernst.
Yeah, I think I was just going to say how much I like the video and just speak to what you were saying about how accessible all that stuff is. Like, you can make a really high quality video without spending a shit ton of money on a bunch of expensive equipment. Like you get really nice equipment, and then you have your own product.
Yeah. And we kind of just brought all our stuff together, really. You need extra lights, we got extra lights, you know. And it came out really, I didn't expect it to come out as good as it did. The color, the coloring, the color grading that I went for was kind of Bad Boys 2. If you watch that, it's kind of like heavy saturation, heavy, you know.
Almost like sepia, you know.
Yeah. Pretty much.
So we got more videos in the future coming from that?
Well, right now I'm focusing on music and upgrading my camera. As soon as I upgrade, I would like to work with other cinematographers or directors, you know, when I get the chance.
Absolutely.
Well, I'm looking forward to making some music together too.
Definitely. We've been, it's been a while. It's been too long.
Hell yeah.
Well, I think we have the music video we were just talking about for Fighting My Feelings lined up, ready to go. Just want to say thank you for being here, Message, and thanks for being part of the show.
No problem, man. I'm happy to have been here.
Thanks for having me, Nelson.
Yeah, absolutely. Thanks for hosting Sonic Sofa. This is so awesome to be back on the air.
Yeah. It's badass.
Now is Ernst take it away?
Take it away, Ernst.
I wish you would've been there with me. I was just chillin'. I should've stopped drinking, I should've stopped smoking. I'm caught in my feelings. Switch up the women and nothing feels different. I wish I would've been there with you. You was just chillin'. Should've stopped drinking, you should've stopped thinking. You caught in your feelings. Switch up the nigga and nothing feels different. Wishes are better for birthdays. I wish you would've been there with me. And you know.
Said that I wouldn't get caught in my feelings, but here I am, fighting my feelings, fighting my feelings, in and out of my feelings. Said that I wouldn't get caught in my feelings, but here I am, fighting my feelings, fighting my feelings. I wish you would have been here with me.
I wish you would have been there for me. I was a teenager, I should've kept calling. You definitely stopped calling, and now we are two strangers. One is a criminal, family subliminals. I wish you would've been there for me. You had exposure, The sins were too terrible, got way unbearable, lost your composure. We had so many plans, living on different lands. You missed so many birthdays. I wish you would've been there for me.
In and out of my feelings, said that I wouldn't get caught in my feelings, but here I am, fighting my feelings, fighting my feelings. In and out of my feelings, said that I wouldn't get caught in my feelings, but here I am, fighting my feelings, fighting my feelings. I wish you would've been here with me. Fighting my feelings again, but nothing feels different.
And you know how I'm feeling.
Fighting my feelings.
You know. Caught in my feelings.
I don't know if people can still hear us, but I did forget to shout out Fast Life Records. Shout out to BP. Shout out to Cutway. Shout out to Atomic. Free Atomic. And can't forget Cooley. Big up yourself, Cooley. You're large. Tito. Everybody, man.